The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pair's name. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello! Welcome to the New Media Zone. Ed and Dave here. Ed and Dave with you with another one of our favorite 70s years. Look back at the 70s, which we love, Dave. Which decade do you love the most?
I don't know.
I'd say the 70s. I think that was a good time.
Well, a lot of firsts happened in the 70s, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of firsts.
For you, or you mean in TV history?
Oh, for me.
Oh, for you.
That's why it's one of my favorites.
Oh, okay.
Well, you talking about TV related?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I'd say the late 90s, because that's when the computers came out. And you could get a lot of stuff on the computers.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff I think we suffered for seeing what's going on in the world today, though.
Well, that may be true.
I know there were dumb people out there then, but we didn't have to hear about and read about and see our classmates putting dumb posts up. But that's where we are today. 1972, we didn't have that.
That's why I stay off the social media.
Yeah, I'm going to be on the social media, but I've already blocked a few people and taken off some of the news feeds because there are some dumb comments on there. 72, though, that was a good time. I like the 70s the best.
Okay.
Everything was better in the 70s. Of course, everybody says when they grew up was the best. Right. Although I can't see people growing up now thinking the music. There are good TV shows, very well produced, but the music is taking a dumper.
Ooh.
And if you don't like superhero movies, the movies aren't that great. But 72, we had a whole bunch of stuff. What do we got?
All right, let's hit the top 10 movies of 1972. Number 10, Everything You Always Wanted to Know About Sex.
Oh.
That was a Woody Allen?
Mm-hmm.
I remember the giant boob.
It was a giant boob in there, squirting milk.
Yep, I remember that one.
And the scene I cracked up watching this on HBO is when John Carradine in the horror movie spoof, it was the boob also, and he has various experiments going on in the rooms, and he's showing the people around. In this room, we are forcing a man to have sex with a large rye bread. And that would be funny enough just saying that, but then you look into the room and there's a giant bread on top of a man. It was a riot.
Was that wasn't the one with Gene Wilder and the goat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, number 9, Lady Sings the Blues, which I believe is a Diana Ross film.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Billie Holiday, is that who she's playing?
That could be.
Here?
Never saw it.
No, that's one I did not see so far.
Number 8, also I did not see, which I think is a Steve McQueen film, The Getaway.
Yes. That was remade with Alec Baldwin, I believe, and his wife at the time. And I believe they were married or together, Ally McGraw.
That would be Kim Basinger.
Yeah.
Basinger. Number 7. Ooh, what a film to have in your top 10, Ed. It's a little shocking to have this sort of a film
Yes,
in your top 10.
I was surprised it was in there, but it was a theatrical release.
Deep Throat. I even feel funny saying that.
Yes.
Deep Throat.
I was not going to include it, but it was included on the official list.
Now, is this the film that also has Harry Reams in it?
Harry Reams.
This was Linda Lovelace.
Right.
And really, that's all you need to know.
I want to say she was at a chiller show I went to, and I peeked in the room, and she was like way off by herself at a table with nobody else in the room, and I felt kind of afraid to go in there. I don't know why.
She died in a car accident, I believe.
She might have. Yeah, I'm not sure on that.
Right.
But I know she wasn't too thrilled with doing that film in later years. She said she was coerced into things and all kinds of comments. But it's number 8.
7.
7, wow.
Even farther up the list then.
It was talked about all over on Johnny Carson.
There were
even.
lines in the outside the theaters
Mm-hmm.
for people going to see a pornographic film.
Must have been shown here. Remember that little theater up by Westgate? It was an X-rated theater. It was
No.
a tiny little building.
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's where it must have been shown here, I guess.
All right. Number 6, Cabaret. Liza Minnelli, Joel Grey.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I remember. I think I may have seen that at some point.
I skimmed through it the other day. Michael York is in here.
Okay.
And there's apparently a lot of gay stuff going on, or S&M. They're dressed up in leather, and there's Nazis. I don't know what's going on. I just remember, life is a cabaret, old friend. The song is very popular. I guess this is another one I should actually just sit there and watch it.
All right. You do that and report back to me.
You're not going to see this.
No.
Okay.
Number 5, Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh.
That's the Robert Redford film.
Uh-huh. He was a woodsman. And I don't know what happened. He was out there alone in the woods with bears.
Number 4.
You're skipping over Jeremiah Johnson.
I don't know
Nothing to
anything
say
about it.
about
I don't know anything about it.
Okay, yeah. I never saw that one.
Number 4 is Deliverance.
Oh.
Ooh, that's got... Now, a little quick story.
Okay.
Well, not really related to Deliverance, but sort of. I go to the pub for the trivia night.
Okay.
One of the questions,
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
the answer was Deliverance, but it was a
Okay.
question about film 1972, blah, 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 starring, and this is exactly what the guy said, starring Burt Reynolds and Ned Beatty. This is how bad it gets when the trivia people are. If you're too young to be able to ask a question and know how to pronounce things, you shouldn't be doing the trivia. One guy actually was talking about the gunfight at the OK Corral and said the gunfight at the OK Coral.
Oh.
No, that's not what it is. But yes.
Yeah, you need somebody who has some reading comprehension doing the trivia night.
Ned Beatty. But yes, Deliverance, Ronnie Cox.
Yeah, I have that up there. My wife doesn't want to watch it, but that's a good film.
It is a classic film. It's hard to watch, though.
Yeah, there's that scene, but very ahead of its time, I guess,
With
right?
Ned Beatty?
Ned Beatty in his first film, and he's in his underwear out there in the woods with the gentleman with the pretty mouth. I remember this being on the CBS whenever they showed it, maybe 77 or so, with a lot of warnings on it, and I'm sure it was cut to pieces, but they did try to show it on CBS. It's a nice adventure film, other than that part there.
Number 3, What's Up, Doc?
Okay.
I never saw this. Is this Barbra Streisand?
Barbra Streisand, Peter Bogdanovich, Ryan O'Neal,
Okay.
Kenneth Mars, Madeline Kahn. Very good. You never seen this. I'm
No.
not going to recommend it to you because you didn't like Young Frankenstein.
No.
But yeah, this was good. I remember seeing this very early on probably HBO.
All right. Number 2, The Poseidon Adventure.
Oh.
Ooh, this wasn't part of the Irwin Allen, was it?
Yes.
This was the Irwin Allen Earthquake, Poseidon Adventure, Towering Inferno, disaster films. Okay. This has an array of actors and actresses in it, none of whom I can immediately think of, other than
I should have brought my picture out. It's
Oh.
right over there.
Gene Hackman. Who else was in it? Red Button.
Hey.
Oh, Ed's leaving the set, everybody.
The good thing is I don't have a mic on.
That's
now.
right. But let me see. So what do we got? We got Ernest Borgnine. There's the blonde girl I can't think of.
Carol Lindley.
Carol Lindley. Shelley. Oh, Ronnie McDowell.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman. Pamela Sue Martin. Don't know. Jack Albertson. Red Buttons.
Read her name right above her picture.
Is it Stella
there.
Stevens?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that outfit.
So it's just very sheer outfit.
That's very booby.
I'll put this here, and you can see that when I cut in on that.
All right, that's the Poseidon Adventure, a movie I did not like.
What?
I didn't really like it.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just a bunch of people walking through a ship. I was upside down.
I saw this in the theater. I'm not sure what the draw was. It looked like an exciting movie, I guess. But here I was, what, 10 here?
Yeah.
And I do remember seeing that in the theater and enjoying it. And John Williams did the music.
Okay, well, that's the one good thing about it.
Uh-huh.
The only thing I really remember is, was it Shelley Winters swimming underneath and coming back up or something, and then she dies?
Yeah.
And then Gene Hackman's character, the Reverend or whatever, giving his life.
Yes.
So others can be saved.
Yes, you remember you didn't like that. Though.
I didn't care for the film. I thought it was boring.
Ah.
Leslie Nielsen.
As this pilot.
I just remember...
The captain.
Yeah, I remember him seeing like the tidal wave coming at him, and as it hits, he kind of does one of these.
Yeah, that's scary when it's coming at you. I saw these two at the Chiller show, Stella Stevens and Carol Lindley. And Carol has passed on now, and I should have.
Oh, has she?
I don't know. I don't think it was due to a lack of funds. I did get my picture taken with Stella, who still looked pretty good at that time. But Carol was unrecognizable, and I did not get my picture taken with her. It's sad. I should have got my picture taken. I enjoyed the Poseidon Adventure.
Yeah, you enjoy taking pictures of people who look awful. Because when they die, you make sure you show the worst photo of them ever.
I don't do that anymore.
I mean, you showed the horrifying Peter Breck photo where he's like...
No, that's right. Yeah, I don't do that anymore in respect to our favorite actors.
Suddenly you've garnered a little respect.
Yeah.
All right, the #1 film from 1972, The Godfather.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. I saw that.
Yeah, I'd watch that on HBO later on.
Yeah.
And then when we were in 9th grade, I think it was after Roots, they put together the two Godfather films into the Godfather saga.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've seen a handful of these films. And that's...
I want to say I haven't seen Deep Throat. It's a classic. We have to watch that, Dave, as students of film.
Is that what we are?
Yeah.
All right.
I've seen more than you, I guess, here. You've seen Deliverance, right?
I've seen Deliverance.
Not What's Up, Doc.
Nope. I saw the Poseidon Adventure or Poseidon Adventure. Godfather, Deliverance. Everything you want to know about sex.
Yeah, okay.
Which reminds me, while I was working at the retail place that I work at.
The current one.
Yes. A woman came up to me. Now, last few shows back, I told you what the drunk woman said to me.
Yeah.
Well, prior to that happening, someone came up to me, and just as I'm stocking the shelves, comes up to me and says, "Has anyone ever told you you look like Robert Downey Jr.?" And my response was, I looked at her and I went, "Hey, you caught me. I'm doing research on a film about a man who works at a retail store stocking shelves."
Huh.
I said, and then I went, I don't see it, but she's not the first one to say that.
Oh, I'm not. I never saw that. Maybe if you shaved your beard into the proper Tony Stark configuration and dyed it, we might see a little Robert Downey there.
Yeah.
Makes you feel he's a cool exec with the heart of steel.
As Iron Man, all jets ablaze, he's tight and slight with repulsor rays. Amazing armor,
Yes, Iron Man.
a blazing bomber.
But they are saying that out there.
Yes, I've heard it more than once.
Oh,
When I first started working at the old place, at the Ollie's there,
Mm-hmm.
one of the girls that worked there said, after she got to know me a little bit, she said, when I first started working here, I said to someone, she goes, "Who's that guy who looks like a little bit older Robert Downey Jr.?"
Isn't he about our age?
I think he is. I think he's like maybe a year younger.
Yeah.
But anyway, 1970. Oh, you have
I have a
mentions?
few other
sorry.
films here. Now, this is one of the few westerns I like. I don't know if you've seen this. The Cowboys.
John Wayne
Yeah.
with a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Never saw it.
John Williams. I think the thing connecting a lot of these, John Williams did the score on that one. Silent Running.
Never saw it.
You know what that was?
No.
That was Bruce Stern. He's out in space. He's got 3 little robots. Little tiny Huey, Dewey, and Louie. No?
No.
Pink Flamingos?
Nope.
That is the... Geez, now I can't think of his name. The film where Divine, the 300-pound transvestite, is eating the dog poop. Right after the dog poop. What's the director? Waters. John
Waters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fritz the Cat, which was the X-rated cartoon with the cat, doing his business with the other cats. Who knows? I haven't seen that. I don't know if he just sticks with
good reason.
with cats or other. Beware the Blob.
Oh yes. Was that with? Hold on now. That was. Oh God, I can't think of the guy's name.
Directed by Larry Hagman.
Right, but this guy was sitting in his chair. Godfrey Cambridge.
Right.
And then it Blob kind of goes in. That was actually not that bad.
Yeah, it was good. It was a little campy too, which helps.
Yeah.
And now for something completely
different.
different.
That's a Monty Python compilation film of their sketches.
Blackula.
Oh, Blackula. Scream, Blackula, scream.
That was the sequel. This is Blackula. That's entertaining. Good old, we call this the Blaxploitation.
Blaxploitation.
Shaft maybe was the first one, which we did last time, I think, 71.
Right.
Now, here I always tell the story that we had to go see Sounder. Now, I have to do some math here. What grade would we be in 72?
Fifth.
72 to 3 was 5th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were made to go see Sounder, September 24th. And I remembered clear as a bell seeing the trailer for Clockwork Orange.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if it was a midnight screening because that was nowhere. The next week was Dracula AD 72. So maybe that's what I was seeing the trailer from. But I remember the Clockwork Orange. There was a lot of flashing. I'll have to look at the Dracula AD 72 trailer, see if I mixed them up somehow. But the thing to take away from all this is we were forced to see Sounder in 5th grade, apparently. Last Tango in Paris.
Oh, Butter.
I just saw that not that long ago, and there was butter in it.
There's Butter.
Did you see the whole thing, or just the butter scene?
You hear so much about this film that whenever you have an opportunity to see it, you kind of either you turn it on or you see it somewhere, and you can't take too much of it. I don't think you can. But the butter scene, that's a good scene.
It's very slow, and Marlon Brando is a little bigger there. And it looks like he would almost eat the woman. He's applying butter to the woman in a certain area. And what did he do with it? Was anything shown after that? Or he was just applying it and they cut? I got to watch that again.
Before she passed away a few years ago, she had made a comment about that. Either that was not expected or that she was forced into this butter scene. But all I remember is, you say Last Tango in Paris, I say butter.
Last one here, Sisters.
Don't know that one.
Which was Margot Kidder as Siamese twins. And it was Brian De Palma's ripoff of another Hitchcock. Kind of a psycho type of thing here.
Okay.
Never saw Sisters.
No. Never even heard of it.
Okay. That's it there.
All right, we got to roll through these songs and movies. Here we go.
A lot of songs.
1972 top 10 songs. Number 10, "Daddy, Don't You Walk So Fast" by Wayne Newton.
That's his only. What's he got? A Hawaiian song?
Wayne Newton?
Yeah. What's his big song?
He's got Donkey
Tiny Bubble. Or
Donkey Shane. Tiny Bubbles is Don Ho.
Yeah. Okay, I got. Donkey Shane. Whatever that is. What the hell is that?
I don't know. Donkey Shane. In his high-pitched voice at the time because he was a young lad.
Yeah.
Number 9, for Melanie, "Brand New Key."
Do you remember that? That was a little suggestive. I don't think we knew it at the time, but I got a brand new lock and key. And there's a lot of suggestion going on in there. Listen carefully next time.
Number 8, from Mac Davis, "Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me."
Didn't he just die not all that long ago?
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
Number 7, from Bill Withers. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your... that was number 7. Number 6, I Gotcha, by Joe Tex.
Yeah, I had to look that. I don't know
that
all
one.
these songs from the 70s, but had no clue what that is. How did that get in there?
I don't know.
Very odd.
Number 5, from Sammy Davis Jr., The Candyman.
Oh.
Because the Candyman can.
Willy Wonka.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Came out the previous year, so this was a carryover, I guess.
Okay.
He did this song.
Number 4, from Harry Nilsson, Without You. Very good song. His son recently passed away
Yeah.
from cancer, and he was showing his progression on social media and what he was going through.
Oh.
It's very sad.
Now, he's not alive, right? The father?
No, he died young.
Long time.
He died he was 53, had a heart attack. He was very young. And his son was only 50, 51. So, don't be part of the family. Number 3, Don McLean, American Pie.
That's still heard all over,
It is,
right? On
yep.
70s channels and other places.
Yep. Number 2, Gilbert O'Sullivan, Alone Again, Naturally.
That's a catchy song, but very depressing when you hear about it. It's a nice tune, I guess that's what they call it. A lyric.
I just know how it goes.
The father dies, the mother dies, and he's alone. There was no mention of any females he was with. He should have gone out and found a female. Keep him busy.
Yeah, because we all know how easy that is. And the number 1 song from 1972 from Roberta Flack, The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. Which was gorgeous, by the way.
They use that and play Misty for me.
Clint Eastwood?
Yeah. And it's a nice tune, but very slow and like a dirge almost.
Yeah, it is an extremely slow song. What do you got? Any other mentions, Zach?
I got a ton. I'll just go through it quickly here.
Rifle through those.
Brandy.
You're a Fine Girl?
Yeah. Looking Glass. My Ding-a-Ling. Chuck Berry. Do you remember this? We should have sang this one. My Ding-a-Ling. It was very suggestive. There's a lot of people were playing with their ding-a-lings. Ben from the movie, Michael Jackson. Popcorn. Hot Butter, which I mentioned was from that Shriek of the Mutilated. They used it in there. Early, I think, is this Elton John's first song, Rocket Man?
No, that came off of, I believe, the album Hunky Chateau from 1972. He had Your Song before that, which was 1969 or 1970.
Burning Love, Elvis, the early 70s, one of his Hunka Hunka Burning Love.
Okay.
Black and White, Three Dog Night, back when everybody was getting along. The world is black, the world is white. Hot Rod Lincoln, which I liked. Commander Cody, which I think he lived in this area. You're going to drive me to driving your Hot Rod Lincoln. You remember that?
No.
No, okay.
It's not your version.
Let's see, maybe this one you know, School's Out.
Oh, I know that one.
Is that Alice Cooper's first song, major song?
That might be.
It has
18.
Oh, that
18
was first?
came before that. That was off of the Love It to Death album. Then School's Out was off of the School's Out album later on, followed up by $1 Billion Babies. But I digress.
Is that where he brings out the giant inflatable baby, which I saw in this video this woman put up? Is that $1 Million Babies? Is that when he comes out?
I actually haven't seen him with that prop.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised that he's used it over the years in his theatrical concerts.
Now, this one I was surprised was 1972. I would have swore this was the mid-70s, Roundabout.
Don't know it.
From Yes. Do-do-do, roundabout. It seemed like later. And this last one, I'd like to teach the world to sing.
Oh.
And perfect. Everybody was trying to get along in the early 70s.
That was the Coca-Cola song.
The New Seekers, which they used for the Coke can.
No one knows that song other than the Coke commercial.
Right.
All right, here we go. Top 10 TV shows.
Some good shows. We've purged the rural shows by this point.
We have, and
This was the first season where we did away with the Beverly Hillbillies and Green Acres and all those.
Right.
So let's see what...
Mayberry.
what kind of sophisticated shows we got after that.
Well, there's not too many. Number 10, Ironside, which kept Perry Mason, Raymond Burr from walking around.
I'm going to guess that was NBC because it seemed like one of those grainy shows.
I remember the theme. Was that the one with the... Number 9, The Wonderful World of Disney, which I guess would have been a potpourri of Disney items for that. Number 8, Gunsmoke again. Ooh, moved up.
Moved way up,
From
right?
10 years ago, it was number 10. Now it's number 8. Number 7, never liked this show. The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Oh, I just started watching those again after Ed Asner's passing.
Oh.
They're very enjoyable, but you didn't like Mary.
No, I didn't. Everyone else I liked in the show.
And you just didn't like
I
Mary.
just didn't like her.
Did you like Phyllis and Rhoda?
Well, they were passable.
Or you like the newsroom setting more?
Newsroom, Ed Asner was good. Murray Slaughter.
I wanted to research why they called him that name.
But, yeah, I don't know.
You didn't like it. I like that.
Number 6, the NBC Sunday Mystery Movie.
This was McLeod and...
Macmillan and Wife and Columbo. There's one other one in there. So.
I always remember watching the theme. I liked the theme and the guy with the flashlight.
yeah.
And then I turned it off because I wasn't thrilled with the actual shows.
Number 5, Bridgette Loves Bernie. That was, what's her name? Meredith Baxter?
Yeah.
And David Burney.
And they were married at this time.
Right.
And only lasted 2 years, I think. I think it was a Catholic and a Jewish guy. Was that the drama that was here? Okay.
Number 4, Maud. And then there's Maud. Don't show the painting.
You know, every time Maud comes up, the painting is right here. Somebody painted a topless Maud for some unknown reason, and for another unknown reason, Jimmy Kimmel bought it.
Number 3, Hawaii Five-0. The original one with Jack Lord.
That's another one. I remember I liked the theme. I would watch that and then turn it off. A lot of good themes in the 70s. Whether you like the show or not.
That's true. Number 2, Sanford and Son.
Watched that on Fridays, I believe it was. After a hard day of 5th grade. You come home and at the end of the week.
Watch Red Fox have a fake heart attack.
Yeah.
And number 1, All in the Family.
Oh, yeah.
Which I believe Family Guy kind of mimics their, or pays homage to All in the Family with their opening singing at the piano thing.
Yeah.
And there you have it. What do you have? You have any other top ones?
I have a few other shows that were bubbling out there. Ones I didn't watch at the time, but are watching very late at night now.
Oh, okay.
Cannon was on.
I still say the funniest scene ever was I was watching it. I turned it on and he was in a tank top, lifting weights, exercising. He was the size of a cannon.
Yeah, and that's back when he was an anomaly. Almost a big man. Now every you walk down the street, there's 500 cannons surrounding you. But this was a big thing that they had to make a show out of it and point out that this was a very large man, very unique at the time. Barnaby Jones, which I'm only watching recently if I'm up to 4 because Barnaby's a little late.
When he's on? Yeah.
So there you have it, 72. You see, those were films and shows and songs. That's a good time in 72.
All right.
Doesn't that look like a good time?
It's all right. I've seen most of the shows. Ironside, Gunsmoke, Marshall, Bridgette was Bernie, Maud, Hawaii Five-0. So, yeah, I've seen all the shows.
Yep. Shows are still around today on the Decades channel. Except that Bridgette Loves Bernie. That slipped by somehow. So, next time we will be with you as we take a look back at another year and the movies and TV and songs.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.